5 weather.
And welcome back, everyone. Well, December can be quite snowy here in southern Colorado, especially for the high country. But did you know in Colorado Springs, this is typically our 6th snowiest month of the year, only behind, or I should say, the only months with fewer snowfall amounts than this would be November and also April, or I should say November and May. So typically, again, not one of the snowiest months. And you can see over the past 5 years, we've only seen 2 times in December that we've been above average snowfall. Remember last year, we didn't see that first snowfall of the season until December 31st. And today did not feel like snow or winter at all or late fall. You can see temperatures were well into the 60s here in southern Colorado. And although we're really warm in Pueblo, we're about 10 degrees shy of the record high of 78 from 1939. Tonight in the Springs, just barely above the freezing mark. But if you've been outside with that slight breeze, feels like it's about 24 degrees on this Monday night. In Pueblo, seeing mostly clear skies, 32 the actual temperature. But that feels like temperature all the way down to a very cold 26. Take a look what happens on Tuesday. More of the same with the snowfall continuing to fly up across the mountain areas, especially for the San Juans and then up into the central and northern mountains. Really not going to see much here into the southeastern mountains. Certainly no sign of any snowfall tomorrow out across the I-25 corridor and the eastern plains. Highs, though, they'll be down about 10 to 15 degrees from what we saw today. So the result has been a cold front that dropped in through the area tonight. And again, that's going to bring in some subtle changes. If you want to get out and do a run, just make sure you have the right layers on. We'll be around 47 in the afternoon, getting cold by 5 p.m. Temperature back down to 40. Here's the big weather picture. Low pressure off the coast of California will continue to dig south. This is going to send a steady stream of westerly winds into the mountain areas. And as the flow turns a little more southwesterly, it'll bring some of the heavier snow down to the San Juans as opposed to the central and northern mountains. Either way, all that snow stays well west of the urban corridor till we reach the middle of the week. The low eventually picks up some forward steam as it moves east into the state of Colorado. Looks like there could be a little bit of moisture, but really all indicators only show maybe a few flurries Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Through the middle of the week, the biggest snows will be in the mountains, 5 to 12 inches at around Aspen and Vail, 5 to 10 possible here across the Front Range, and as much as 6 to 12 for the San Juans and La Garritas. In fact, some of those areas could see even as much as 12 to 16 inches before it's all said and done. Tonight around 21 degrees in Monument, 18 for Lamar and Eads, 23 in Pueblo, 25 in the Springs. Highs tomorrow with that cool down into the 40s and 50s here in the News 5 viewing area. And it doesn't really get that much warmer throughout the rest of the 7-day period. So today was the warm day. That's behind us. As we look ahead, I still keep in the wording and mention of a chance of flurries, but really the likelihood of anything accumulating here locally is very, very low at this point. However, for the mountains, as we mentioned, that could translate into some heavy mountain snow. Then we're windy again by the weekend with snow possible by early next week. For Pueblo, I've got us generally dry other than that weak flurry chance Thursday morning. Breezy to windy by the weekend, and that could cause a little bit of an increase in the fire weather risk before we're watching the potential for some snow by early next week. A few flurries into Canyon City with highs in the 50s and upper 40s through the weekend. Cooler with some snow possible by next Monday. And for Woodland Park, a few chances for snow here. Some light snow showers possible Wednesday. Accumulations will stay under an inch, and then more snow possible as we head towards early next week. Diane?